Hello, this is Casey. I'm talking to myself. I'm having surgery soon, and just trying to get down some memories, just in case I don't remember things anymore. So, I'm going to talk about two good things and one bad thing. I'll talk about the bad thing first. So, probably one of the most hurtful, ruthless memories I have is when I was about 12 or 13, my best friend from, let's say, 9, 10, 11, 12, we were best friends at elementary school, and when I got to junior high or middle school, whatever you call it, it was really hard for me. I got bullied a lot, and I hated it. It was probably one of the lowest or the lowest time in my life. And my best friend and I had just different lunch periods just because it was a big school and blah, 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 blah. So, for whatever reason, this particular day, we had the same lunchtime. So I was going to sit next to my best friend, and I walked up, and there was a chair, so I went to go sit next to my best friend, and he said, nah, no, no, no. This table is only for cool kids, go away. So I didn't really understand that at all. I was stood there, it was like one of these movies, where the kid's entire world just crumbles around him. And I went, I think I just ate by myself. The lesson there is just don't get involved in these toxic relationships. Even you go make new friends or dump your boyfriend or girlfriend. The minute you start saying to your friends when they say, "Oh, you gotta split with this person. They're awful," and you say, "Oh, you don't know him like I do. You don't know her like I do." No, that's when you just gotta go. Two nicer stories are better. They're actually from really recently. I was walking down the street. I was maybe a block or two away from my house, and I had a seizure. It just smashed my face pretty bad, and I was bleeding everywhere. When I came to, somebody was holding this handkerchief. It's a pink handkerchief that says private label and has some flowers, but somebody was holding this over my face, and I was bleeding pretty badly. I can't remember if I was in the middle of the sidewalk. I can't remember if I was in the middle of the street. But whenever I have seizures, I get really emotional and I get really scared. If I'm in a restaurant or a cafe, I don't know where I am. If I can find a bathroom, usually I go to the bathroom and cry and just try and figure out where the hell I am. If I can kind of figure out where I am, I go home and I cry and don't know what's going on. So I don't know if this is an old man, old woman, old man, woman, girl, boy. I don't know if it's a Japanese person or a foreigner or whoever, but they were nice enough to just stop and give me their handkerchief and put it on my face. I don't know who it was, but I'm just endlessly thankful for that. I carry it around all the time now. My other nice story, I was teaching. I teach at a junior high right now, and I just noticed a lot of the students have these keychains or these badges of these characters, and I asked one of these girls about it, and let's say she's 12 or 13 years old, and I said, what are these things for? And I wasn't trying to get her to talk. I just was genuinely curious because I see them everywhere. And, well, she's like, well, this is BT21. This is all about BTS. Every single BTS boy has a different character. My favorite character is Hoopy or Hookie. And, Jungkook did this. And she had never talked in class before. Sometimes kids are just nervous to talk in class, especially if it's their second language, especially if they're talking in front of a native speaker. Also, sometimes they're just nervous. So I got her to talk about BTS and BT21, which is their little cartoon guys. And the next day I taught her, she came and gave me this little BTS BT21 thing. And the fact that a 12, 13-year-old kid would give their teacher something that means so much to them is just really heartwarming. If one of my teachers said, "Oh, I see that you like Spider-Man. Can I borrow it? I promise I'll give it back to you." The next day, I was like, "What the hell are you talking about? I don't even let my brothers read those things. Those are mine." But she just came out, and the next day she gave this to me, and gave me another one, and another one, and I just have to tell her, "Oh, you can keep your stuff. I appreciate it." But I think she's under the impression that I love BTS, and BTS has made my job as a teacher great because I can say, who is your favorite BTS guy or BT21 guy? Oh, I like V because he has the same birthday as my mom, and I like this guy because he likes this food and I like that food. So those are two of the nicest things. Somebody put this on my head while I'm bleeding everywhere, and a little girl gave me a keychain and a couple of buttons of something that means a lot to her. So I think that was really sweet. Okay, I hope somebody does I hope people do more nice things for you than awful things.